A woman discovered a terrifying scene while rock climbing. Her boyfriend had just reached the summit, yet suddenly gave her a shocking surprise. As the woman wondered what was happening, her rope suddenly began to rotate, and then pulled her upward uncontrollably. In this critical moment, she tried to open the safety lock, but those above gave her no chance. She quickly took out a dagger and cut the rope. Without safety protection, she could only grip the rock with both hands, an inch closer to her boyfriend's rope. She thought everything was under her control, yet unexpectedly her foot slipped and she fell. Fortunately, the woman landed in front of her boyfriend, saving her life. Looking at her boyfriend who died with eyes wide open, she had no time to grieve, as something in the forest on the mountain seemed to be rushing toward them. Ignoring the pain in her body, she quickly fled the area. After running for an unknown amount of time, she finally saw her car, yet the wire on the ground blocked her path forever. A few days later, several couples passed by this place while traveling, only to find their path blocked by the same wire, their car tires punctured beyond recognition. They wanted to call for a tow truck, yet unfortunately this remote location had no cell phone signal. With no choice, 4 of them had to walk to nearby areas seeking help, while the remaining couple stayed to guard their belongings. Little did they know that someone in the forest had already set their sights on them. As the man searched for food in the car, he suddenly heard sounds from nearby and curiously went to investigate. His waiting girlfriend never saw her boyfriend return. As she searched everywhere, she suddenly spotted a shoe in the distance. She slowly approached for a closer look. Wasn't this her boyfriend's shoe? The woman initially thought it was a prank, yet when she looked up ahead, a human ear appeared on the ground. The woman immediately backed away in terror. Meanwhile, the unsuspecting 4 found a small cabin with a yard full of scrapped vehicles. Although Xiaomei seemed to sense something was wrong, they still entered the house to find a telephone. Unfortunately, no one answered their calls from inside. Only waves of foul odor hit them. This hardly seemed like a place where people lived. Sure enough, Xiao Shui discovered many bottles and jars in the refrigerator that seemed to contain chunks of human flesh, while Xiaomei also found the wire that had punctured their tires. Meanwhile, Wan Mao also discovered many abnormalities. When she entered the bathroom, an incomplete corpse was lying in the bathtub. Mei ran out screaming, calling for everyone to leave. Unexpectedly, the owner drove home at that moment. They frantically headed to the back door, planning to escape, yet it had already been sealed with wooden boards. None of them expected they had voluntarily walked into a trap. The owner came home and threw the wire in her hands onto the bed, unaware that guests had already arrived under the bed. Next, she picked up a saw, as if preparing for some work, and those 2 frightened to breathe saw everything clearly. It turned out the owner was a deranged butcher. At this moment, another person seemed to enter the house.